This is Troy.
This is Nate.
And using this crazy contraption from the heyday of the 1950s American cocktail party,
We're going to try each one of its recipes and find out which one of these long-forgotten libations still stands the test of time. This is the Vintage Bartender.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Vintage Bartender. I'm Nate.
I'm Troy.
And we are going to continue on our journey of drinking all 80 of the drinks from this 1950s cocktail Rolodex called the Bar Aid. Today's a little bit of a historic episode.
It is.
Of sorts, right?
It is.
The drink. Yeah. Shall we see what it is today, Troy?
I think we shall. Numero 8. What is it, Nate?
Number 8 on the Bar Aid is the Applejack Sour.
Applejack Sour.
Featuring the apple brandy, a very American drink, I believe.
Very American. Goes back, very presidential.
Mm-hmm.
Goes back to even George Washington. So
George Washington.
The roots of America in a bottle.
The roots. Apples, America.
These
Washington.
roots run deep.
Yeah. And many presidents throughout history.
Exactly.
And a lot of historical stuff. Let's learn about the history, shall we?
Let's throw it to the history.
Let's throw it to history.
Here we go.
Applejack has deep American roots and was once considered the most popular spirit of the nation. Starting out in the colonial era, it was first produced in New Jersey by William Laird, a Scottish immigrant, and was first known as Jersey Lightning. Laird and Company still produce Applejack to this day. But if you haven't heard of Applejack, what is it? It's a combination of apple brandy, or alcohol derived from apples, and neutral grain spirits. Think cider's harder alcoholic uncle, coming in anywhere from 25 to 40% alcohol by volume. Past presidents have been fans, including George Washington, who asked for the Laird family recipe, Abraham Lincoln, who served it during his brief stint as a tavern keeper in Illinois, and FDR, who drank it in his Manhattans. Sours became popular starting in around the 1860s with one of the earliest recipes for a brandy sour appearing in Jerry Thomas's 1862 The Bartender's Guide. Adding the mix of citrus and sugar to this spirit make for a fine sipping cocktail. Enough history, back to making cocktails.
And we're back from the history. Whew, that's good history.
It is. I mean, I feel more American.
American.
I feel proud to be American with that kind of history in that cocktail.
All right. Me too.
I've never tried apple brandy.
We're about to try it today.
We've tried it the first time.
Now, we've had brandy in the past.
And I never knew I was a brandy drinker, but I enjoyed it. So I'm pretty excited about this apple brandy.
All right.
Applejack.
Applejack, specifically. Shall we, what do you say we make this thing?
Let's make this cocktail.
Let's do this, dude. All right. Throw the recipe up there on the screen. I'll show it as we go. We're going to start with 2 jiggers of Applejack.
Okay.
This is a Laird's Applejack, yes?
Laird's Applejack is one of the only games in town as far as Applejack is concerned.
All right.
So jigger.
2 jiggers.
One.
A jigger's 1.5 ounces.
1.5 ounces.
All right.
And 2.
Do you want to make 2? Or is that we're going to share one?
I don't know.
So that's
Okay.
1 drink, right?
You're right, yeah. We're making 2 drinks.
We can. You take a sip, I'll take a sip.
You want to get a straw? Little straws.
There we go. Perfect.
All right.
So in this case, a single would be 2 jiggers. We're having 2 drinks, so we're turning 4. And then juice of half a lime.
Half a lime.
So we're going to need a whole lime, no?
We are going to need a whole lime. Oh, I was only prepared with
Oh.
half.
Oh my gosh. That's all right.
Cut a lime there.
Trust me, we'll be able to use a lime.
Yes.
All right, cool.
All right.
Juice of half a lime.
Juice of half a lime.
There's your fancy juicer.
Yep.
Look at that. Bang. Where's
Half
one?
for 1 drink.
Thank you. I'll take that.
And half for 2.
Get rid of that. Get over there.
Ooh, I love the smell of squeezing lime.
Nothing
The
better than
citrus.
fresh
Oh, it's so
citrus.
tasty.
The oils, the aromas. Part of the drink, no doubt. And then we got a half a lemon. So we need.
Oh, lemon.
We got lemon and lime.
Oh, lemon lime.
Oh, dude.
I wasn't prepared for
What
2.
are you doing, dude?
Oh, why don't you cut that one for me?
Isn't it? All right.
There's
Rarely do I
half a
see
lemon.
drinks with lemon and lime. I see a lot of like one or the other, but not always
Yep.
both. That's a little.
So isn't sour just lemon and lime juice and sugar?
I think
Sour
you're right.
mix?
Hence the Applejack
Sour.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It all makes sense once you start understanding.
Yes.
Making sense.
All right, so we've got our Applejack. We've got our 2 citruses. lemon lime.
And we need one dash of grenadine.
Okay,
So
grenadine.
Grenadine, a powerful pomegranate syrup.
1 dash.
And then there's my
2 dash.
Flip it. And then a half a teaspoon of sugar. And
Half a teaspoon of sugar. We're using old-fashioned granulated sugar.
Right.
There we go. This is a teaspoon
So
size.
there's 2 halves.
There's 2 halves in there.
Ice, shake well, and strain into what they describe as a Delmonico glass.
Okay.
We don't have a Delmonico glass. It's kind of a short, stout, rounded one, but we are going to use
A little old-fashioned coupe glass.
some little fancier glass. There we go.
Okay.
Grab that knife. Safety first.
Okay, so shake well.
Let's shake well. Time for the shake music.
Time for the shake music.
Oh, I know this is your favorite part.
It is my favorite part.
All right, shake it up.
Ready to go.
That's full. That's soft. Yeah. You can hear the foam happening. Getting some airs in the cocktail.
There we go.
That's a good shake. All right.
Okay.
And then straining.
Straight into glass.
We got a strainer on the top of that bad boy. Let's see what it looks like.
Ooh.
Pink lady.
Little pinkness there. Kind of looks like grapefruit juice in a way.
It does.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I think we had enough for 2 glasses there.
Yeah. Next time we share one. Duly noted. Alrighty.
All right.
So this is our Applejack Sour. We've got Applejack, juice of half a lime, half a lemon, dash of grenadine, sugar, shook, ice, strain.
And
Time
now it's time
for-
for a taste.
Is it time for the first sip?
Time for the first sip. First sip!
Alright, this is this.
First sip of Applejack.
Cheers it.
First sip of
Cheers
Applejack
it.
Sour.
Don't really smell anything yet.
Ooh. It's very citrus forward.
Mm.
And kind of the,
There's a lot of citrus in there.
there is a lot of citrus, that brandy, like heft, like right after the citrus.
Yeah. It's almost mostly citrus to me.
Yeah.
Now we have kind of a larger-ish lemon.
Those
maybe.
were large lemons, larger lime, so, you know.
Maybe that's it. Maybe they used more sugar back in the day to sweeten it up, but
But that is tasty. It's very, I expected it to be more like fall-y, winter-timey cocktail with the brandy.
Yeah.
But it's very summery.
yeah, I almost get no apple.
I don't really get any apple.
Maybe that's the. I mean, this
It's
doesn't.
got a roundness to
This doesn't have a ton of apple vibe coming off it, like a cider anyway. So maybe that's part of it. But it's tasty,
It is tasty.
summery. I agree. Makes sense. I don't.
It's kind of, I'm trying to think of what it tastes like. If it can compare it to anything.
Tart,
Tart.
bitter, not as sweet. You know,
No.
perhaps we could have used more grenadine
More
or
sugar.
spruced it up. But yeah, interesting.
If you don't like your drinks too sweet, I think that one kind of hits the spot.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people don't like the sugary, really heavy,
Right.
sweet things. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, this is definitely more an adult version of a drink.
Yes.
Cool.
You have to have a refined palate.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely not going to chug that one like you would a
No,
typical
that's a sipper.
high fructose corn syrup type moment.
But
That's good.
I was
Okay.
pleasantly surprised.
Fair enough.
Now, I would put it a little behind some of the previous brandy drinks that we've had.
Fair enough. Brandy.
The Brandy Alexander.
It's been forever, and I still have trouble saying it. Brandy Alexander.
Yes. But still very tasty.
Yes. If that one is the winter version, the Brandy Alexander with the cream and the Grenadine, not Grenadine, cacao, and so on and so forth, this is definitely the summer.
I think this is its summer cousin.
For sure. All right, man. $1 million question.
Does it stand the test of time?
That's what we're here to find out. Does a cocktail Rolodex from the 1950s, having drinks from turn of the century,
Turn of the century.
1900s, do they stand the test of time? For me, yeah, this does stand the test of time. I think it has its place. It's not my go-to move necessarily, but, it's hot out, summer, you want a quenching type of thing, and you want a little zhuzh in it because it's, it's booze after all. Then, it does for For me, it's a go.
For me, also stands the test of time.
Nice.
Definitely, I like it. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I would drink this. I would add it to my rotation
With a meal, feels like it go with food.
It feels like
some things you don't want to
some
drink
small
with food.
bites, perhaps.
Yeah.
It's tasty. No, it's really good. I like it.
The citrus though is flaring up.
It has a lot of citrus. You might want to pop a Tums afterwards, just in case.
Get a
hang of it.
Antacid. Before you eat the, Chinese food, and then throw one of these down there, and you're dying.
Exactly. But great. Well, I'm excited. We've got another cocktail that stood the test of time.
Another one. They don't all stand the test of time.
They do not, as you come to find out.
But hey, so one more in the books. Roger that. Love it.
Number 8 of 80.
Number 8 of 80. That's a long, long journey. But we're excited. One more that we can try out in the next go round. So
I think that wraps us up for this one.
that wraps us up for this one. This is the Vintage Bartender. I'm Nate.
I'm Troy.
And come back and join us next time as we continue our journey along the Bar Aid's cocktail Rolodex and explore all 80 of those.
And see which cocktails stand the test of time.
Come see us.
All right. Until next time.
See ya.